All right, let's get right into it. When you talk about sports legends, some names just feel bigger than the game itself. And Serena Williams, she's absolutely one of those names. Her story isn't just about tennis, it's about pure dominance, changing the game, and having this incredible influence that goes way, way beyond the court. So, how do we even start to unpack an impact that big? Well, believe it or not, it all kind of starts with one number.
This, 23. This right here is probably the most important number in all of modern tennis. Why? Because that's how many Grand Slam singles titles Serena Williams won. It's the most by anyone in the Open era. It's the number that just ends so many arguments about who the greatest of all time really is.
But here's the thing, that incredible number, 23, it's really just the headline. To get the full picture of her dominance, you gotta look at all the other stats, the ones that build the case for her legacy and show that this wasn't just a flash of greatness, but year after year of relentless excellence. Okay, how about this one? 319. That's the total number of weeks she was ranked as the undisputed #1 player in the entire world. To put that into perspective for you, that's more than 6 full years at the absolute top of a brutally competitive global sport. And get this, part of that streak was 186 consecutive weeks holding that top spot. That's almost 3.5 years where nobody else could even touch her. You know, it's one thing to get to the top of the mountain, it's a whole other thing to build a fortress there and just live there. And her reign wasn't just on the Pro Tour. Oh no, it went all the way to the world stage. We're talking 4 Olympic gold medals. She got 1 in singles, and then another 3 in doubles playing with her sister Venus. I mean, together, they were one of the most feared partnerships the sport has ever seen. So, look, the numbers are just staggering, right? But they only tell us what she won. To really understand her legacy, we have to talk about how she won and how she completely changed the game for every single person who came after her. This quote really hits the nail on the head. It's talking about her serve, and her serve is just universally seen as one of the most powerful weapons in the history of tennis. For most players, the serve starts the point. For Serena, a lot of the time, it just ended it. So what made it so deadly? Well, it was like this perfect storm of 3 things. First, just raw, overwhelming power. It left opponents completely stunned. Second, she had insane precision. She could hit any spot she wanted whenever she wanted. And finally, and this might be the most important, reliability under pressure. No matter how tight the situation, she could always count on that serve. It was her ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card. And her impact was really part of a bigger revolution. She and her sister Venus brought this totally new level of athleticism and power to women's tennis. They basically forced everyone else on the tour to either adapt to their style or just get left behind. They literally changed what it took physically to compete at the top. All that power and dominance led to an achievement so unique, so incredible, that it actually has her name on it. And you know you've done something special when they name a historic feat after you. So what is the Serena Slam? It's when a player holds all 4 major championship trophies at the same time. That's the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. It's just a sign of total, complete control over the entire sport, on every surface, all at once. Now, most players would be lucky to even dream of doing this once. Serena Williams did it twice. And she did it more than a decade apart. That is just mind-boggling. It shows she didn't just have one peak, she had this incredible, unheard-of ability to climb back to the absolute summit of the sport twice in her career. She is the only player to have ever done it twice. And it's not like she was just good on one type of court. Her game worked everywhere. Hard court, clay, grass, it didn't matter. The fact that she won every single Grand Slam at least 3 times is just proof of her incredible versatility. She was an all-court, all-conquering champion. Period. But if we only talked about what she did on the court, we'd be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Her influence goes so far beyond the baseline, into culture, into business, and that's what really cements her status as a true global icon. And maybe nothing shows that more than her comeback after becoming a mother. I mean, just returning to the insane demands of pro tennis is hard enough, but to come back and reach 4 more Grand Slam finals, that sent such a powerful message about resilience that inspired millions of people, far, far outside of sports. And you see that exact same drive in her life as an entrepreneur. She's not just slapping her name on products, she is building an actual empire.
She founded her own fashion line. She's become this incredibly smart investor in all kinds of startups. And she's even a part owner of multiple sports teams. She's building a business legacy that might one day be as big as her one in tennis. So all of this leaves us with a big question. Years from now, when we look back, what's going to define Serena Williams? Is it going to be the revolutionary power that literally changed how tennis is played? Is it going to be the untouchable records that just set a whole new bar for greatness? Or will it be her unbelievable resilience, both on and off the court, that showed the world what was truly possible? The answer, of course, is that it's all of it. All of those things woven together are what make the legacy of a true, undeniable icon.